if you're running first strikes, man, don't sit in the back. Don't try to long ball. I know you got a good sniper scope on your marker, whatever you got. I don't care how far I can see, man. Just get up front. We don't need the first strike sitting in the back. You're not a real sniper in Call of Duty. Just stop doing it, please.
You shots fired.
Bro, I'm telling you, man.
Bunkering.
You
Okay, I
know
see.
exactly what I'm talking about. These
I
guys
see.
be sitting way in the back, like way in, like you're not doing nothing.
You know what's funnier? The guys that stay in the back with the round ball.
Oh, man, they're shooting us in the back. They are shooting us in the
They're
back.
shooting us. Straight up. We're over here like trying to doing our best and everything, being stealthy, getting up there, and then they go ahead and shoot us in the back just to go ahead and for
Yep.
us to start restart. And then when we restart, we dart right up in front of them, and then they shoot us again, and then no wonder
Hey,
why we keep coming back. Like, hey,
I'm gonna say it
move
right now.
up.
You round ballers that sit in the back and shoot us in the back of the head. Your mom's a hoe. Your mom is a hoe. I'm sorry to say it. And if that hurts you, if you think your mom's a hoe, good, good, because you shoot a round ball in the back. All right,
Oh,
carry it on. I'm sorry.
we're doing it. We're going straight spicy. Okay, I see
Straight
how we do.
aggressive. Hey, but
Okay.
shout out my boy Raptor Assassin Justin. That man is always on the front line, rocking those first strikes. That is a big help, guys. Like if someone has us pinned, like he's behind a wall and he's got us all pinned, we're trying to move up. You get Justin throwing down those first strikes, whistling right by that guy. It gets the guy's head down, and bam, you can move up. You get the squad to move up, a little leapfrog, and you got it. I'm telling you that is a big help.
Yeah, that guardian assistance is badass. That's why it's beautiful to have that fusion. Like the way we have it is, in the beginning, like we just had like a few guys that like we knew they can handle themselves with the pistol, and we're like, all right, cool. So a very very select few can go ahead and get the rifle sniper platforms because they can be very very efficient both ways. So it's like if they know how rough it is in the front line and then they get the chance to do that. They understand both concepts, and it works out very very well. And then, like you said, Justin's all the way up in the front, or Raptor, we should say. Raptor's all the way in the front. He's going ahead and pushing. Like we're over here breaking their offensive defensive line, and then he's over here piercing through, and then just giving us more ways to breach up and
Right,
move up.
right.
And it's all synchronized, so it works out beautifully. That's the reason why we even open the doors to have a few more guardians. Like I think right now we're doing it to where like every 5 assassins there's at least one guardian, and then it's kind of funny because like once we said that we're gonna have guardians, like there's like a whole bunch of people that started rushing us to see if they could be, and we're like, oh, we got to even out the numbers, but
Yeah. Hey, don't
it's
get it twisted. If you're a guardian, you're still a master with the pistol. Like
yeah
you can still handle your own.
you it's a must because you got to understand how it is in order to be able to synchronize with the batch.
Right. Like off of that though, like I think MG100s, it's the new Planet Eclipse, like MagFed gun, that's taking over. Like that's gonna be the new like primary marker. Like Tip X's, those were a big thing. Everyone was rocking them, but now you're seeing a lot more MG100s on the field. Like this is the future. I'm still rocking my Tip X, but man, those MG100s, I've shot Justin Raptors, and that thing shoots like butter. That thing is smooth.
The way those things are, it's like I'm all like I think I shot a couple times. Like I'm very very against it. I'll just be like, no, I don't want to shoot that thing. And then I
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
something had happened, or I was just like, yeah, yeah. You know what? I don't even think it was rap. I think I took somebody else's gun.
Oh,
I'd be doing that sometimes, and then I
really?
just yeah, because they were doing nothing. So I was like, give me a gun, and
Give
then
me
I
your
was
gun.
shooting people, and then it was just the round ball was just just straight up little laser form,
Dude, yeah,
popping
round
heads.
balls on that thing are freaking lasers.
Yeah, yeah. I think I did shoot a couple first strikes, and those are like they're different, because the trajectory of the round ball, you can and feel when it drops off with the first strikes. It's just like it hangs in the air and it just has farther hang time, so it's just like and you gotta
You
like
really got to change what
readjust.
you're doing.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny uh, when people are in the back and then they don't do anything with the resources they have, and
Right.
then you go ahead and take it, and then you're like doing stuff with some gun that you never used, and then they're just like they look at you funny, and then you run up. It
Yeah.
works out well.
Well, another thing is like I don't personally know like if max loaders are worth it. Like what max loaders are, if you guys don't know, is it's those backpack loaders. So you have a backpack full of paint and a tube that goes under your marker, and you have basically a case of paint on your back, 2,000 paintballs ready to shoot. But at the same time, like, is it worth it? Because you're carrying 2,000 paintballs on your back, plus maybe a scuba tank to like have enough air to shoot all that. But you got all that weight. Like, can you even run with all that? Like, imagine.
Whoever that is, they either got to have a hell of stamina and endurance because like moving all the way up to being like a Goliath, like a mech warrior, just moving up that line, and then you get a shot in the foot, and then you gotta go all
Yep.
the way back.
Another 10-minute walk all the way back.
Yeah, it's
You got 2,000 paintballs ready to shoot, and it takes one shot to eliminate you. Man, that's a long walk. You got to think about what you just did. All that money you just dropped on that setup for nothing.
yeah, the way those things work, it's like, yeah, man, the different formats, or I should say, different platforms of markers to use, where it's either like high suppression, high firepower, or like just the first strikes, or the round ball and everything. It's like there's a specialty to each one, and you would hope your teammates and your allies are utilizing it to the best of their ability, but. Some people just be like doing whatever they want, and everybody else is looking at them like, are you gonna help us or was
No,
it?"
right. Like, there's definitely pros and cons to it. Like, yes, the pros are like you can really put down some heavy fire with that thing, like, and help your team move up. Like, if you're throwing down lanes, like everywhere, you're throwing down ropes, like your guys could definitely move up. You're putting heads down, but at the same time, it's gonna take you a minute. Like, you got to last all day carrying all that weight because with these big games they go from 9 to 5, and you still got final battle. Like, carrying around all that weight all day, I don't know if you're really gonna last.
Yeah, which goes into figuring out how your like fitness lifestyle should be if you have one. If you don't, then oh man, I don't even know how some people be lasting out there, especially with these scenarios that are like 2 days, and then some of them you don't even get a lunch. They'll just be like, yeah, just play through, and
Yeah, play through the whole time.
it's like for yourself, like okay, we all know you down with the creamy peanut butter and one piece of bread. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
what
sir.
is
Yes,
it
sir.
that you like to do in other ways to keep your fitness or your stamina or your endurance or your muscle to fat ratio up? Like what do you
My
do?
big thing is, well, when it's hot, I don't really run when it's cold, but the moment that it hits like 50, 60 degrees, I go out running. Like, I really like running. I can't do like long distance. Like, I'm not like a marathon runner or anything like that. Like, my max is probably like 2 miles, but I like to try to keep my mile time down for, like, per mile, just so I have a good steady pace. My stamina is good. I like to keep on it. Like, I don't want to go like run like once every 2 weeks. Like, I'll try to do like 4 or 5 times a week. But then another thing is
Wait,
running with weighted
four,
vest.
four or
Have you
five
ever?
times a week? Oh snap, man! You just a natural track runner, huh? Dang, I didn't even know
Man,
this. Like
at my
I don't even
go
know
ahead.
you, bro.
Yeah, behind my crib, there's literally like a path, that's a circle, and when you run around one time, it's literally like a full lap, like around a track. It's 0.25 miles. So four of those, you're at 1 mile.
Now it makes all sense, man, because everybody
Yeah,
sees you dirting around all the time. It's just like, oh snap! It's like, no, it,
I'm telling you that the
it
secret.
makes sense now.
Let me tell y'all the secret: a weighted vest. So I have this vest that's like it's
Yeah.
cropped, so it doesn't resist you that much. But you can adjust the weight. I'll keep it at like 20, 25 pounds, which doesn't sound that much, but when you're running with that and you're trying to do sprints, like, I can't last that long with that thing because it really weighs you down. But
No crap. That's the wow, man. I'm impressed thoroughly.
Well, think about it like this: when you have a weighted vest and you're doing sprints, like, it's gonna kill your stamina, and it's gonna resist you when you're running. But when you take that thing off, it's like, damn, like, you're taking off, you're literally taking weight off your shoulders from what you're used to running with. So
Yeah,
that's
I
why
mean,
you can run for longer distances. You can run faster from point A to point B because you're so used to having that. Your body is used to having that weight on you. Then when you take it off, it's like taking off a resistance.
yeah, so you can go ahead and last longer. Ah, nice. Now, what do you do in terms of your intake?
I'm gonna keep it honest with you. I eat like shit. That is one of my, like, that's my New Year's resolution. I'm trying to eat a lot more clean. Um, because, man,
No,
I eat a lot of burgers, chicken fingers, like pizza, like, a lot.
well,
I'm
I
not gonna,
mean, okay, so like every time we've seen you eat these cheeseburgers and hot dogs and stuff like that, like or I don't even think you eat hot dogs, but you always have no condiments on it. So
I'm very plain. I'm very plain. Let me tell y'all, cheeseburger, just cheese, meat, and buns. Every time I go out with my friends, I get bullied because, like, I'll tell the server, "Hey, can I just get a cheeseburger plain?" And they're like, "Here we go. Here he goes again." And then
Okay,
this,
so everybody sees it, not just us. Okay.
no, yeah, 100%. Like I'm used to it though, because like I go, I'm like, I'm getting ready, like it's getting to my turn at the table to order. I'm like, all right, here we go. I'll take a cheeseburger plain. Yep, go ahead, sit, talk your shit. Go ahead.
It's just so funny because it's happened like 10 times and we've seen it. I'm over here like, maybe this time you'll get some pickles. Nothing.
Oh, baby, hell no, plain
So,
and simple. My
but
noodles, bro. I'm telling you, when I have spaghetti, butter and salt.
what? Oh,
That's it.
okay.
Just
Wow.
plain and simple.
Your wife is gonna be, she's gonna just do
Trust
nothing.
me. My girl already gives me shit.
She's like, so you mean you want me to take the sauce off the noodles?
Yup. Put it to the side. Just give me straight noodle. That's it.
Okay, so your intake is well, I mean, also you're 21, so your body is able to do a lot more, a lot faster compared to everybody else that's usually a little bit older. When they're playing out there, because as the age goes on, your metabolism changes and everything.
Yeah.
So
That's why I definitely want to start like getting strict on myself now, start cleaning it up a little bit. Like I'll eat salads and stuff, but not on the regular. So I'm definitely trying to get on that. More like grilled chicken, some rice, eggs in the morning.
what's
I'll
been your
work on
fastest mile time wise?
6:40, 6:44, I think.
Oh, that's my
Actually, no, I'm sorry.
fastest, right in the
I'm
six
sorry.
forties.
I
Oh,
had a 6:10 toward the end of this summer.
well, damn, that's pretty good, man. And like your weight is probably in proportion. Yeah, you're not obese or anything.
I'm 170.
170?
Five, yeah, 5'9",
Okay,
170.
okay. So what you got some solid muscle then, huh?
A little bit, yeah. I'm working on it. My legs are a
Okay,
little
all right.
small. I'm working on that. Um,
Well, that 7 minute mile, man, or I should say six and some change, that's really, really good actually. So,
well, dude, there's this thing I do. So there's this song by Travis Scott. It's called 3500. The
uh,
song is like 7 minutes and 10 seconds or something. So I'll start it like at a certain point. So like pretend it's 7 minutes and 10 seconds. So if I start it at the 10-second mark, then I know I have to finish my mile before the song is done. So if I hear the song is like starting to close out, then I know I have to speed up my
uh,
mile.
that's your cutoff. Got it.
Yeah. So I always run to the same song when I'm trying to do like a PR mile time.
Nice. So like when it comes down to work isn't too strenuous and when you're playing paintball, that's when you like really really get going to town on it. You don't really do too much lifting or anything, right? You usually just cardio and keeping your fitness and your stamina
Oh
levels
no,
up.
I'm into lifting too. So in our basement we have like a couple things. Like I got like a couple curl bars and like so I have like adjustable dumbbells. So it's like it's dumbbell bars, but you just put random weights on there and I have some resistance bands. But I'm not like a huge like gym guy. I'll try to lift like four or five times a week.
Yeah, I mean it's like so for like paintball itself, it's like you really you should not be like a really really heavy lifter or anything. Like you shouldn't be bulked and all and crazy and muscular and stuff because like I've tried it like with all the years. I'm like, all right, let's see what works. The times where like I was more just really shoot when I had no muscle and everything, I was just straight. I think it was like 150 until like I was 25, and you just being like just that like no muscle or whatever.
Yeah,
You can run for a while. You can do this and that, but it's just like everything's heavy when it comes down to stuff
yeah,
like that. So then you try to go ahead and counter that, get some muscle, add some mass on. You're like, all right, cool. And then when you get to a point where you just get a little bit too much muscle, then you really feel it when you're out there. And then even if you do want to get a lot of muscle, and say like you're at the gym all the time, just lifting, getting that nice ratio, trying to get to like 12% body fat and then all muscle everything else, then it's like the whole setup is different. Like your body wants to be what it wants to be. So like if even if I wanted to do all that, like I was saying, you go play paintball or to me, I'm into it's like martial arts, dancing,
yeah,
with the paintball and running around and all that stuff, and then lifting. It's like it will not allow you to stay bulky because all that cardio from dancing for hours or whatever. And when you're dancing, like you don't even realize or feel it. You just continue going and going and going. And then when you're doing martial arts, it's just straight up like cardio. You just going and going. And then when it comes down to paintball, like when you're running around and you got all that gear on and you're sweating, it like deflates you, you know? So it's like you
yeah.
have to find that perfect sweet spot to where you're
That
limber
balance.
enough, muscular enough, yet you have enough endurance and stamina